the rival John Carroll Blue Streaks. Hi, everybody. Sam Brooklyn with you tonight. Ryan Rainsberg back in the studio. And hello, Purple Raider Nation all over the world at Q92radiosports.com. And, of course, AM 1310 WDPN. Big one tonight. Mount Union 13-6 overall, 10-2 in the OAC. John Carroll rolls into town with a record of 14-5, but they are 9-3 in the OAC. First time these two teams met, it was a whooping up in University Heights. Mount Union all over John Carroll. Remember that night very well. Kevin Moore had a coming out party from the floor that night. Christian Parker, Elijah Farrington, Jared Taylor, everybody played well that night. Now, the Purple Raiders come in 14-5, 9-3, or 14-5, 9-3 for John Carroll. Mount 13-6, 10-2. John Carroll's got one more overall win than Mount that could play into some significance as we look down the road. Now, as far as the conference is concerned, you get a win here tonight, Mount would be 11-2. John Carroll would drop to 9-4. You would think that would maybe sew up the top seed for the upcoming OAC tournament in a couple of weeks, but strange things happen, like they did on Saturday afternoon. Wilmington comes in here with a record of 4-17 and upset the Purple Raiders here at the Mack Center by the score of 79-77. So you really never know what's going to happen when you roll the ball out on the floor on a Wednesday, a Saturday, or wherever the day happens to be. Starters have been posted. We'll bring you those here in just a couple of minutes as the crowd continues to file in. It's kind of a late arriving crowd. Usually when these two teams meet here, the place is packed. It is not packed yet, but I got a feeling by the time we're about 3 or 4 minutes into the first half, we should have a full house here at the Mack Center.
Good to see everybody.
Good to see you, Mr. Official. See, I'm nice to him right now. See there? There's another one. You got one more coming over. He's going to start here at the scores table. Good. Okay. All right. Now we got our game face on. Our three-man crew is here. Purple Raiders are lined up to our right, arm in arm. John Carroll warmed up to our left. The Mount Dance team is here. The cheerleaders are here. McCaw is here. And we are just a couple of minutes away from tip-off here on 1310 WDPN. And, of course, we are streaming live all over the world at Q92radiosports.com. We will be here Saturday, 3 o'clock. The Purple Raiders in action. We'll join you around 2:50 or so, 1310 WDPN. And, of course, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. Then the Raiders have a little bit of a road trip, and then we'll be back here again on the following Saturday as well. All right, looks like they've finally got the starters posted on the board. We've got those officially in the books. And right now, let's go pick up our national anthem here at the Mack Center. All right, there's our national anthem. Get some starting lineups now. First for the Blue Streaks of John Carroll. That's by Petey Moran. You got number 3, Will Yontek, 6'7" senior out of Independence, Ohio. Chase Toppin, guard, 6'1" out of Cleveland Heights. Luke Frazier, got to watch out for the sharpshooting lefty out of Mentor Lake Catholic High School. Aiden Fitzgerald, the 6'4 sophomore out of Lake Catholic. And, of course, Henry Rayner, the 6'7 senior out of Lakewood. Better yet, Cleveland St. Ignatius. All right, now we're going to get the starting lineups. Here's DJ Relly Rell, starting 5 for your Mount Union Purple Raiders.
Number 2, guard, 6'1" senior on the solid. Number 3, Marcus Steele. At forward, 6'6" sophomore out of Aspen. Number 4, Elijah Millington. And the forward, 6'6" Mr. Millington. Number 22, Brandon Arthur.
All right, there's your Purple Raiders under head coach Mike Feuline, assisted by Josh Twitty, Jeffrey Mansfield, Joe Feuline, Uncle Joe, Eric Schleybaugh, Dave Spires, Mike Gregg, and Ross Wigan. Yantek, Toppin, Frazier, Rayner, Fitzgerald, the starting 5 for John Carroll. For the Raiders, Kasenizer, Moore, Steele, Farrington, and Parker. John Carroll, traveling navy blue jerseys and shorts, gold numbers and letters, trimmed in the white and gold. Mount Union in the home whites tonight. White jerseys, white shorts, purple numbers and letters with the purple and black trim. Round 1 went to the Raiders. Well, that seems like an awful long time ago. Round 2, about ready to go tonight here at the Mac Center on a Wednesday night. Good to be with you. We're on 1310 WDPN and, of course, Q92radiosports.com. Well, this would be a big win for the Purple Raiders tonight. Rayner and Parker will jump it up in the center circle, and we are ready to roll here at exactly 7:04 Eastern Standard Time. And the Purple Raiders get the tap. They'll control the basketball, and we are officially underway here at the Mac Center. Purple Raiders and the Blue Streaks on a Wednesday night. Kevin Moore goes inside with the left hand, put it up, no good. Loose on the floor, picked up by Frazier, gets it down to Toppin on the left wing. First offensive possession of the night for the Streaks, and it's Henry Rayner putting it off the glass for 2. And John Carroll takes the early 2-0 lead. Henry Rayner, 6'7" senior out of Cleveland St. Ignatius. Christian Parker just whistled a pass right over the shoulder of Elijah Farrington, out of bounds, almost took out a couple of the dance team members and an official. Turnover Mount, and the ball goes back to John Carroll. We'll keep you in track with the other OAC scores tonight. College top 25, Cavs in action as well, and we'll keep an eye on the NBA trade deadline as well. There's Frazier on a fadeaway from 16 feet. We got a loose ball foul. That's going to be on John Carroll, and the loose ball foul is going to be called on Will Yantek. So Will Yantek picks up his first. That's the first team foul on John Carroll. Will, 6'7", another product of Cleveland St. Ignatius High School. Pass down floor. Raiders on a breakout now. Farrington kicks it all the way out to Fitzgerald. He threw it away. Here comes Toppin. Turnover, Purple Raiders. John Carroll almost coughed it up now. Frazier top of the key. Throws it down low. Yantek put it up and in, and he's fouled. So Yantek with his first 2, and John Carroll's out to a quick 4-0 lead. OAC standings. The Purple Raiders are 10-2. John Carroll 9-3. So we don't have to tell you how big of a basketball game this is here tonight. Will Yantek, 6'7", will go line right and try to complete the conventional three-point play. Lets it fly. It's up. It's good. So Yantek with his third, and it's a quick 5-0 lead for Carroll. 18:57 to go in the first half of play here in Alliance. Big ball game tonight. Want to get off to a good start if you're the Raiders. You're down 5 early. Mount with the basketball on the left wing. Kasenizer to Parker. Christian trying to make a move toward the hoop. Going to go baseline. Throws it away. It's loose in the corner. Saved in by John Carroll. That's a Mount Union turnover. Things not exactly starting the way you would like here on the home floor. Toppin around a double screen to the right. Yantek fakes right, goes left. Bully ball in the paint. Turns, throws it into the paint. It's stolen away. Purple Raiders on a run out. Here comes Marcus Steele across the timeline. Throws it across the floor. Kasenheiser, open three. In and out, no good. That was 50% down and spun out. Here comes Luke Frazier across the timeline with the left-hand dribble. Back to the right, picked up by Kevin Moore. Goes around a Henry Rayner screen. Frazier left in the key. Frazier going to go all the way down with the right hand. Scooped it off the glass. No, loose on the floor, picked up by Henry Rayner. So the John Carroll Blue Streaks keep it alive. Rayner backing in on Parker. Got him up the air. Ball fumbled away, picked up by John Carroll. Shot clock at 10. Topping on the screen. Pick and roll downstairs. Little 18-footer, a brick by Jantek, but a loose ball foul has been called on Mount Union. And I believe the foul is going to be on the Chance Kasenheiser. Ball comes into John Carroll. That's Jantek. Gets it off to Frazier. Beats a double team. Fumbled the ball. Gets it back on the right wing. Fitzgerald. Out on top to Toppin. He's on the Mount Union logo. 17:30 to go in the first half. Jantek inside. Put up a shot. No. Rayner with the offensive rebound. Hooks it up and in with the left hand and scores. Henry Rayner with a quick 4. John Carroll out to a quick 7-0 lead over Mount Union. 17:15 to go in the first half of play here at the Mack Center. Raiders looking for their first points of the night. Marcus Steele, foul line extended. 17-footer. Shot it short. Rebound picked up by the Raiders. Kevin Moore in the corner for 3. That's good. Holy smokes, do we need that. 16:55 in the first half. It's a 7-3 John Carroll lead. Purple Raiders in the home whites. John Carroll in the traveling navy blue. Jantek on the baseline. Stolen away. Steele had it, but then he stepped out of bounds. It's going to go back to John Carroll. For the Blue Streaks, first substitution of the night. Here's David Gentry, 6'6" senior out of Hudson, Ohio. Usually the sixth man off the bench for Coach Moran, and that indeed is the case here tonight. Rayner on the block. He's picked up by Farrington. Rayner goes inside with a baby hook, little 6-footer, and a beauty. Rayner with 6. Mount Union trailing by 6, 9-3 John Carroll. 16:27. Early going here in the first half of play. 13-10 WDPN. You're home with the Purple Raiders. Steele's got it around a Parker screen. Steele on the right wing. Throws a long 3, Marcus. Back to the rim, too strong. Not a good shot. Here comes John Carroll now the other way. Frazier on the left wing. Around a Gentry screen. Into the corner for Rayner. Rayner going to go baseline. Rayner gets it back out on top to Gentry. Ball fake, goes inside, hooks the pass in the paint. Should be 3 seconds. They don't call it. And a pass is in for Rayner. Puts it up and in. Rayner's got 8, and a timeout is called by Mount Union. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here. 15:59 to go in the first half. John Carroll is out to a quick 11-3 lead here at the Mack Center. Well, Coach Mike is lighting into his team right now in the huddle. Not for the faint of heart. Saturday, we'll be back here at 3 o'clock. The Otterbein Cardinals come to town. We'll talk to you around 2:50 Saturday afternoon right here on 1310 WDPN. Purple Raiders go to Muskingum next Wednesday at 7, and then we are at Heidelberg on February the 15th at 3 p.m. Not back home until February 19th. That's a Wednesday. So 2 weeks from tonight we'll be here as Baldwin Wallace will come to town. Ball comes into Farrington. Elijah gets it off the Steele, and Marcus will bring it across the timeline. Marcus Steele out of Solon, Ohio, on the right side of the floor. Gets it to Farrington. Elijah drives inside and smashes it with the right hand. He had his mind made up. He was going strong and peppered that rim with a slam. 11-5. Blue Streaks coming at the other end of the floor now. Fitzgerald gets it off to Rayner. Rayner in the paint. There's that up and under move. Flicks it up and in. Better get on him. He's got 10 points. 10 of the John Carroll 13. And it's a Blue Streak lead of 13-5. 15-18 to go in the first half. What a slam dunk we just saw by Elijah Farrington, the former Massillon Tiger. Wow, that was impressive. Steele, top of the foul line. and they're going to call an offensive foul on Mount Union. They called Christian Parker for an offensive foul. So Deshaun Vaden will check in for the Raiders. Deshaun, a 6'11 sophomore out of Cornerstone Christian Academy. Elijah Farrington will have to sit down. 15:08 to go in the first half. Good to be with you on this Wednesday night. Things are starting to heat up here inside the old building a little bit. We got a long night of hoops ahead. Hopefully it's a good night. 13-5, John Carroll with an 8-point lead. Frazier on the right wing. Vaden knocked the pass out of bounds, but he also committed a foul. And the Raider fans behind us and across from us not happy with the call, but it's a foul on Deshaun. That'll be the fourth foul on Mount Union already. John Carroll with only one. Ball comes into Rayner on the right wing. Henry Rayner got 10 points already in the game. Down to Gentry. Back and baited down. Goes with the left hand. Backs him in and puts it up and in. They are really hurting Mount Union in the paint. 15-5 now. John Carroll with a 10-point lead. 14:40 to go in the first half of play. Parker down on the block. Christian's got the ball. Spins around Gentry. Goes inside and put it up and put it in. Christian Parker with a much-needed 2. 14:27 to go in the first half. 15-7. John Carroll by 8. For Carroll, Brandon Rose out of Gilmore Academy has checked into the ball game. His first action of the night. Rayner will inbound the basketball, sideline left, as the crowd continues to come in here to the Mack Center. I don't think it's going to be full, but pretty close. Toppin into the corner to Rose. Rose picked up by Kasenheiser. On the right side to Gentry. Gentry goes right to the hole, put it off the glass, and scored. Again, hurting Mount in the paint is John Carroll. 14 minutes to go in the first half. John Carroll 17 and Mount Union 7. Jared Taylor, the former Green Bulldog, ready to come in for Mount Union. Steal on the right wing to Parker. 3, Christian. Good. Christian Parker, big 3 at the top of the key. In his 6th year out of Glen Oak, the super senior. 17-10 now, John Carroll. 13:35 in the first half. Frazier double team, fumbled the ball away to Rayner, but gets it back. Frazier on the left. Frazier with a left-hand dribble. Frazier stops, 16-footer on the wing, around and in. Frazier with his first 2. Out of Mentor Lake Catholic. 19-10 now. John Carroll with a 9-point lead. Raiders with the ball. Kasenheiser on a run out. Chance had the ball poked out of bounds by Rose at the other end of the floor. And we've got looks like a full timeout on the floor.
Hey, who won a fucking score today, bro?
And it is. So timeout. Exactly 13-10 to go in the first half of play. It's John Carroll 19, Mount Union 10. Purple Raider basketball continues in a moment on 13-10 WDPN.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too. Adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Back here at the Mack Center on the campus of the University of Mount Union. Sam Berkman with you on this Wednesday night. Good to be with you, everybody. 13-10 to go in the first half. John Carroll has raced out to a quick little 9-point lead now at 19-10. Purple Raiders 13-6 overall, 10-2 in the OAC. Shooting 47% from the floor on the way in. 30% from three-point range, 65% from the free throw line. They've kind of had to really battle that here, pretty much all season long. Free throws have been a little bit of the Achilles heel for Coach Feuline's squad. Thank you. Got our first hot stats, and we'll give those to you here as soon as we get a minute. Steele with the ball on the left side of the floor to Jonah McCartney, the former Hoover Viking, has chipped in. Gets it off to Steele. Marcus into the corner for Jonah. Fakes the three. McCartney back on the floor to Steele. Shot clock at 7. Steele puts a little shake and bake move on. Left, right, cups it, goes down the paint. Lost the ball out of bounds, but it's off of John Carroll, so the Raiders will have 3 on the shot clock. Casey Hunt, number 15, has checked in for John Carroll, his first action of the night. Raiders try to get the ball in. They do to Moore. Shoots that 3. No good. Loose. Parker got it. Put it up and in, and he's fouled. Will they give him the continuation? They will. Luke Frazier's going to pick up that foul. So for Christian Parker, he's got a quick 7. Looking for 8 at the line. Points in the paint, I've mentioned it a couple of times tonight already. John Carroll 16-4 over Mount Union so far in this ballgame. But it's early. We've got a long way to go. Parker free throw is up and good. Big man's got 8. About 17.5 a game for Christian Parker. Purple Raiders put a little trap on, and John Carroll breaks it rather easily as Hunt will bring it across the timeline. Hunt out on top to Frazier. They have bottled him up so far tonight. Frazier, only 1 point. And no Luke Chacon tonight. He's been playing a lot since he came back from that injury, but I haven't seen him tonight yet. Missed basket at the other end of the floor, picked up by the Raiders. It's Taylor over to Talbert, who's checked in. Jamar gets it down to Parker. Christian faces up a little 17-footer, a little bit short. Rebound picked up by Henry Rayner. Here comes Frazier for the John Carroll Blue Streaks. John Carroll, 14-5, Mount 13-6. Raiders up by a game in the OAC. However, they win tonight, they would make it 2, and that would be really good news. Long 3 on the left wing, no good by Rayner. He really didn't want to shoot that. And we got a loose ball foul at the other end of the floor. This is going to be on John Carroll, and it's going to be on Henry Rayner. Marcus Steele out. Chance Casenheiser back in. Rayner and Rose will sit down. Frazier will sit down. Jantek is back in. Toppin is back in. Fitzgerald is back in for John Carroll. Both these teams lost on Saturday. John Carroll fell to Marietta. And, of course, Mount Union stubbed their toe against Wilmington here on Saturday afternoon. Jonah, top of the key, left wing, Casenheiser. Chance, 16-footer on the baseline. Nope, stepped up in the air by Talbert. No. Will Jantek picks up the rebound for John Carroll. Here comes Toppin across the timeline. Chase Toppin, another product of Cleveland St. Ignatius. No surprise, pretty much right down the road from John Carroll. Gentry on the baseline, guarded by Taylor. Gentry back it in. Faces, up and under move. Put it up on the rim, no good. Got his own rebound, put it up, no good, but he got fouled. And that's going to be on Jonah McCartney. That's his first 5th team foul on Mount Union. 11:07 to go in the first half. Things are heating up here now. 19-13, John Carroll by 6. David Gentry, 6'6" senior out of Hudson line, right for the first free throw, is up and good. So Gentry with 5. Carroll trying to split the regular season series with a win here tonight as Gentry hits the second free throw. So he's got 6. That'll make it John Carroll 21, Mount Union 13. McCartney gets the ball into Taylor. Back to Jonah, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Jonah, line, lane, scoops it to Talbert, put it up on the rim and in. Beautiful play in transition, and a foul to go with it. Talbert, with his first 2, he'll look for 3 at the line. And an absolute great pass on the move by Jonah McCartney, giving Coach Fuline some good minutes off the bench here tonight. Talbert free throw is good. So Jamar with his first bucket and first free throw. 11 minutes flat, first half. 21-16, John Carroll by 5. We are at the home of the Purple Raiders tonight at the Mac Center on WDPM. John Carroll 15 on the shot clock. Toppin around a Jantek screen. Toppin throws the pass underneath, and it's a right-handed shot off the glass from no good by Hunt. Rebound picked up by Parker. Gives it to Talbert. Jamar coming across the timeline to the left wing. Jamar around a Parker screen. Talbert steps into a three. Good! Jamar Talbert with a quick 6 off the bench. And it's 21-19, John Carroll. The Purple Raiders have cut it to 2. 10-17 to go in the first half of play. Fitzgerald around a screen on the right side of the Toppin. Toppin rolls it down to Jantek. Back it in. Jantek had the ball poked away. Stolen away by McCartney. Here come the Raiders. Jonah gets it to Kaysenheiser. Chance fakes right, goes left. Goes into the corner. Now he'll bring it out to the top of the key and get into the play for Coach Schuline. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Purple Raiders down 21-19. Chance line to the lane. Goes inside. Hangs it up on the rim and in. Chance Kaysenheiser with his first 2. And the Purple Raiders have come back to tie this baby up at 21-21. 9:48 to go in the first half. Purple Raiders 21 and John Carroll 21. We'll take a 30-second timeout and come back on 1310 WDPM.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. I need cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
Back in Mount Union, 9:48 to go in the first half. Purple Raiders have come back to tie the game 21-21. They were down by as many as 11 just a few minutes ago, and they've come all the way back to tie this baby up. 9:38 now in the first half of play. Toppin steps into a 17-footer on the right wing. No good. Rayner got the offensive rebound. Henry Rayner backing in, turns, shoots. Nope, got fouled. I think it's going to be on Jared Taylor, and it is his first 6th team foul. 9:30 to go in the first half. 21-21, John Carroll and Mount Union. Rayner, line right, free throw, up and good. Jared Taylor will sit down. Elijah Farrington back in, the former Massillon Washington Tiger. Raiders trying to go maybe a little bit stronger in the paint. Second free throw by Rayner is up and good. So Henry Rayner with 10. I think he's got 12, but they got him with 10. There goes a long three. Talbert, and get in there, ball, and it drops in. Boy, it took forever. Circled around and finally went on through. He's got 9, does Jamar Talbert Jr. 9:08 to go in the first half. Purple Raiders have taken the lead, their first one of the night. 24-23, down low shot, up, no good. Great defense by Farrington. Elijah on a run out to Kaysenheiser. Chance on the left wing. Kaysenheiser, top of the key, steps into a 17-footer. Good. Chance Kaysenheiser with 4. Purple Raiders 26. John Carroll 23 at the Mac Center. Now the crowd's into it after a slow start. Jantek goes in the paint. 4-footer. Bangs it off the glass and scores. Oh, Jantek with 5. 26-25 Mount Union. 8:24 clock running in the first half of play. Been a good one so far. Big game in the OAC. Big game in D3. I don't care what you say. Kaysenheiser triple. That one's long. Knocked out of bounds by Rayner. It'll stay with the Purple Raiders. 8:13 in the first half. Mount Union 26. And John Carroll 25. They're going to bring Kevin Moore in. Yes, Kevin will check back in. He's got 3 points on the night. Good minutes by Jonah McCartney. Didn't score, but man, did he have a couple of beautiful assists and played a nice floor game the couple of minutes he was in there. Raiders to inbound the ball. They get it Parker throws a long three off the rim. No. Rebound inside by Farrington. Kicks it back to Kevin Moore. 3-ball. No. Rebound. Talbert keeps it alive. Jamar inside. Blocked shot by Rayner. Farrington steals it back from Mount Union. Over to Kevin Moore. He goes into the lane. Put it up and put it in, and he's fouled. Kevin Moore with 5. He'll look for 6 at the line. This is the spunk you need to see out of this Mount Union basketball team right here. Jontek is out. Gentry back in. Christian Parker will sit down, and Monte Collier getting the call tonight, his first action in quite a while. Good to see Dante out there, 6'4" junior out of Licking Heights, the Columbus area. And Kevin Moore will try to complete the conventional three-point play. Kevin line left, lets it fly. It's good. Kevin Moore with 6. It's a 29-25 Mount Union lead. Under 8 to go in the first half of play at the Mac Center on this Wednesday night. OAC Hoops on 1310 WDPN. Gentry on the left side. That's Rose. Feeds it down to Rayner. Lost it, got it back. Rayner faces up. Double dribble. That'll give it back to the Purple Raiders. Petey Moran says, what do you mean double dribble? He's not buying it. .737 to go in the first half. Mount Union 29, John Carroll 25. 6 fouls on the Raiders, 5 on the Blue Streaks, each team with 5 timeouts remaining. As we roll on here from the Carnation City, Kasenheiser. Elijah for 3, rim no, loose on the floor, picked up by Rose. Here comes John Carroll now. Blue Streaks with the ball down 4. Rose right in the key. Good defense by Talbert. Offensive foul down here by Rose. Right in front of the Mount Union bench. So Brandon Rose out of Gilmore Academy picks up the personal foul. That's his first. Now the team fouls are even at 6 apiece. 7:10 to go in the first half. Mount Union 29. John Carroll 25. Raiders with the ball going right to left. Collier to Talbert. To Kasenheiser. Chance picked up by Rose around a screen. Chance stutter steps into the paint. Spin move. Lost the ball. Gets it back to Collier. Dante on the left wing. Dante makes a move. Cross-court pass to Talbert. 8 on the shot clock. Talbot on the wing. Talbot steps back. Shoots a tough 3. That's a bad shot. Air ball picked up by Gentry. Picked up by Rose. Throws it down to Frazier. Luke Frazier going against Moore. Frazier drives the baseline. And a foul. Foul is on Kevin Moore. That's his first. That's the 7th team foul, and John Carroll will go to the free throw line, but not before we take a full media timeout. 6:38 to go in the first half here in Alliance. Good game cooking. Mount Union 29, John Carroll 25. Raider Hoops continues in a moment on 1310.
EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too, adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Welcome back to the Mac Center, 1310 WDPN, Q92radiosports.com, the Q92 Facebook page and YouTube channel. Sam Berkman with you on this Wednesday night, and been a good one so far. Purple Raiders on top of John Carroll, 29-25. First meeting this year up at University Heights. Purple Raiders 93, John Carroll 82. That was all the way back on December the 4th. My gosh, it seems like it was 3 months ago. Purple Raiders trying to make it 2 in a row against John Carroll. In the series, Raiders have 33 wins. John Carroll has 42. Mount 19-17 against John Carroll at home, 14-24 on the road. Free throw in and out, no good, so it remains 29-25. 6.5 to go here in the first half. Purple Raiders with the basketball. That is Farrington. Down low to Kasenheiser. Chance bobbled the ball off his knee and out of bounds, and it will go back to John Carroll. So far tonight, points in the paint, John Carroll 18, Mount Union 12, so they've narrowed that gap a little bit. John Carroll with 7 turnovers, Mount Union with 5. Bench points, Mount Union 9-6. Mount also has 8 fast break points to none for John Carroll. 6:10 to go in the first half. Blue Streaks with the basketball. Mount Union with a lead, 29-25. Gentry on the baseline, backing Farrington down, backing him down, turns, hooks it, nope. Kasenheiser tipped it, but it went right into the corner for Fitzgerald. Right back down to Gentry. Offensive foul! Gentry knocked Kasenheiser over. Chance may have, and I'm putting up in quotes, may have gotten away with a little flop there. But he sold it. 5:53 to go in the first half. 29-25. Mount Union. Pete Moran is not buying that call, by the way. Kasenheiser gets the ball into Farrington. Over to Marcus Steele. Here comes the former Solon Comet. He'll bring it across the timeline. 5:45 in the first half. Purple Raiders at top, 29-25. Right side to Parker. Christian out top to P. Left wing to Chance. Goes around a screen. Kasenheiser almost threw it away. Moore had to retrieve it. Gets it to Marcus Steele. Shot clock at 9. Parker on the block. Christian back it in, turns, shoots, scores. Christian Parker is still one of the best in the business down there on the block. He's got 10. Here comes John Carroll at the other end of the floor. Down low, Jantek threw the ball away, got it back. Goes inside, beats the double team, forced the shot up, no good. A lot of action down there. Ball comes out on top to Frazier. Luke on the left wing. Cross-court pass. That's Rayner. Rayner trying to go inside. Ball poked away out of bounds. It will stay with John Carroll. 9 on the shot clock. 5:03 in the first half. Still 31-25 Mount Union. Raiders with a 6-point lead here at home. They win this one tonight. Kasenheiser gets the loose ball. I don't know if they called a foul at the other end of the floor. I'm pretty sure they did, and they did, and it's on Henry Rayner. That's his first. 4:58 to go in the first half. Mount Union 31 and John Carroll 25. We'll be here Saturday at 3. Otterbein comes to town. 1310 WDPN, Q92radiosports.com. We'll have all the play-by-play for you. Parker free throw is good. So Christian Parker with 11 to lead all Purple Raiders scores tonight. Gentry and Jantek will sit down for John Carroll. 4:58 to go in the first half. Mount, their biggest lead of the night at 7, 32-25. Christian again, nothing but the bottom of the net. Big man has got an even dozen. 33-25 Purple Raiders. Here comes Toppin on the right side. Chase Toppin on the right wing to Rayner. Henry Rayner throws it down to Gentry. Gentry, what we got? Fouling Christian Parker. That's his second. That will get Deshaun Vaden off the bench for Mount Union, as Christian will have to sit down with 12 points and 2 fouls. Boy, the Mount student section is on overflow alert. Good to see. So John Carroll in the 1-1 now. Of course, the rest of the way until they get the 10 fouls, Mount, and the Blue Streaks will be shooting 2. Gentry line right, front end is up and good. So Gentry with 7 points. That'll make it Mount Union 33 and John Carroll 26. Gentry again. That one is all over the rim and no good. The rebound picked up by the Raiders. And a loose ball foul is on Fitzgerald. That'll send the Purple Raiders to the free throw line at the other end of the floor. And so far, so good at the free throw line tonight for the guys in purple and white. They have been really, really good at the free throw line so far. And it continues. Elijah Farrington hits the front end. He's got 3. Purple Raiders shove it back to an 8-point lead, 34-26. Stick around. Halftime activities coming up here on 1310 WDPN. Farrington missed that second free throw, and the rebound picked up by Rayner. 4:37 to go in the first half here in Alliance. 34-26, Mount Union. Frazier with the dribble. Frazier fakes a pass to the right, shoots it off the left foot. No, on a runner. Rebound, Baden had it. It was stripped away by Gentry. He goes inside and put it up, no good. Boy, that is one hot potato down there. Rebound picked up by Elijah Farrington. Everybody wanted it, but nobody could grab it. 4:15 to go in the first half. Purple Raiders with the ball. Kaysenheiser right of the wing, 17-footer, rim, and good. Kaysenheiser with 6. 4 minutes flat to go in the first half. Raiders a 10-point lead now. 36-26. Frazier guarded by Moore. Frazier stolen by Kaysenheiser. Chance going to go coast to coast and lays it up and in. Chance has got 8. Petey Moran says, give me a timeout. It's a 30. We'll keep it. 3:48 to go in the first half. Mount Union 38. John Carroll 26. Mount Union at one point here tonight was down by 10. That was at the 14:50 mark. We've got 3:48 to go in the first half, and the good guys are up by 12, 38-26. Purple Raiders have only missed 1 free throw tonight. John Carroll, I believe, is 5 out of 6. So that's an 83% clip right there. All right, back to action here at the MAC. John Carroll with the basketball. Coming out of their timeout. 3:42 to go in the first half. Purple Raiders with the lead. 38-26. Let's finish strong here in the final 3.5. What do you say? Top and give and go to Rayner. Rayner spinning and twisting with the left hand. Throws it up. No good but a foul. And I think it's going to be on Deshaun Baden, and it is. Deshaun, the 6'11 center, sophomore out of Cornerstone Christian Academy in Willoughby Heights, Ohio. So Henry Rayner will go back to the free throw line for John Carroll. Henry's got 10 points tonight. Free throw is up and good. So Henry Rayner with 11, 38-27. 3:30 to go in the first half. Jantek is back in for John Carroll. Rayner's second free throw, rim and crawls in. So Rayner with a dozen. He leads all John Carroll scorers right now. Here comes Mount Union. Marcus Steele will bring it across the timeline with 3:19 to go in the first half. Mount with the ball. They lead 38-28 here at the MAC Center. Steele steps back, 17-footer, hung it up on the rim, no good. Rebound picked up by Rayner. Gets it to Frazier. Luke Frazier guarded by Kevin Moore. Luke on the left wing hooks a pass to Rayner. Inside, dumps it down low for Jantek, and a foul. Deshaun Baden has just picked up his 3rd personal foul. Couldn't tell if that was clean or not. It was very, very close. So Dante Collier going to have to come in now because you gotta take Deshaun out with those 3 fouls. Jantek line right, free throw is good. So Jantek was 6. Deshaun going to sit down. Dante will check in. 3:02 in the first half. 38-29. Mount Union with a 9-point lead. Jantek line right, second free throw. Line drives it up and good. So Will Jantek was 7. 38-30. Raiders. 2:57 in the first half of play here at the MAC Center. Been a hotly contested affair. Dante, top of the key to Steele. Marcus on the left wing goes around a Collier screen. Out on top to Farrington. Right wing to Moore. Kevin backs it out a couple of dribbles, left side to Collier. Collier fakes left, goes right with the left hand. Spins, fades, 6-footer, good. Oh, Dante Collier. That is a beautiful sight right there. Dante with his first two. 2:28 to go in the first half. Purple Raiders back out by 10, 40-30. Toppin, pick and roll with Jantek. He didn't get called for traveling. Gets it back out on top to Henry Rayner. Goes down low, put it off the glass and scored. Rayner with 14, and they've all been within 4 feet of the basket. 2:10 of the first half. Mount Union 40. John Carroll 32. Kasenizer line lane into the corner. Dante for three. Good. Oh, does that look good? Dante Collier with 5 off the bench tonight for Coach Feline and company. 11-point lead Raiders, 43-32. $1:50 to go in the half. Jantek down low, underneath the hoop. He's in no man's land. That's got to be a walk, and it is. And the ball goes back to Mount Union. 1:45 to go in the first half. Here comes Rose for John Carroll. He will come in, and he will replace Aiden Fitzgerald, who sits down. Fitzgerald, no points. Long baseball pass to Kevin Moore. Other end of the floor. He couldn't hold on to the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Well, good idea. They just couldn't complete the reception of the pass. That would have put the Raiders up 45-32, but instead it stays at an 11-point Mount Union lead. 1:38. Clock runs first half. Sam Berkman with you tonight. WDPN. Purple Raider Hoops. They lead John Carroll by 11. Henry Rayner again inside. Scoops it up and in. My Lord. 16 for Henry Rayner. He is on his way to a career high. $1:20 in the first half. Mount Union with the ball and a 9-point lead. Kasenizer on the right wing. Chance gets a screen by Collier. Left wing to Farrington. Into the corner for Steele. Marcus now on the left wing. Steele on the left wing. Steele with the left-hand dribble. Gets it down to Elijah. Farrington cross-court pass to Dante. Fakes the three. Collier steps into it. Now gets it over to Kasenizer with 3. Kasenizer with 2. Chance with 1. They never got the shot off. Stolen away by Rose. Rose going to go coast to coast. Put it up. No good. Volleyball up in the air. Shot right back up and in. That was Henry Rayner. He's got 18 in the first half. 18 for Henry Rayner. 40 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mount Union 43, John Carroll 36. Purple Raiders with the ball. It's Steele on the purple logo. Marcus. Collier to Moore. Kevin on the left wing. Picked up by Frazier. 23 on the game clock. 8 on the shot clock. Kasenizer top of the key. Chase steps into a 3. Lets it fly. Got it! Chase Kasenizer. Or Chance, I should say, with 11. 46-36. Purple Raiders up by 10. 8 seconds to go in the first half. Frazier. Luke guarded by Collier. Now he's picked up by Moore. Stolen by Dante with 3. With 2. Collier at the buzzer. Off the glass, no. And that will bring us to the end of the first half here in Alliance. Good first half for Mount Union. It didn't start off well, but it finished up very nicely. 20 minutes in the books and the score. It's Mount Union 46 and John Carroll 36. Stick around. Jeff Mears with the big news update. We'll check the weather. Regional news as well. We'll come back in a little bit, and we'll check all the first half stats and get you ready for the next 20 minutes of play. So far, so good, Raider Nation. Halftime, Mount Union 46, John Carroll 36. We'll take a break. Halftime reports coming up. Keep it right here on 1310 WDPN. Streaming live all over the world with Q92Radiosports.com.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them, and we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too, adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
Hey, man, good to see you. What brings you out here today? Need to pick up a few tools. You? I need new kitchen cabinets, countertops, maybe even a whole new kitchen, but I can't get any help or find what I need in this place. You need to go to Robertson's for that. Robertson's Kitchen and Bath Gallery is an American Standard plumbing registered showroom, and their knowledgeable consultants have the training and expertise to actually help you get what you need without breaking your budget.
Visit Robertson Kitchen and Bath at 2155 West Main Street in the Alliance Industrial Park, or visit them online at robertsonkitchenandbath.com, where amazing meets affordable.
From the newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears with this halftime edition of AM 1310 WDPN News. A winter weather advisory takes effect at 10 p.m. this evening for an area including Stark, Mahoning, Portage, and Summit counties. The National Weather Service says freezing rain is expected with total ice accumulations of between 1/10 and 2/10 of an inch. Hazardous conditions could affect the Thursday morning commute. Carroll, Columbiana, and Tuscarawas counties are also under a winter weather advisory, which takes effect at 7 p.m. this evening and runs through 4 a.m. tomorrow. Ice accumulation of a glaze to 1/10 of an inch is expected. Less than an inch of snow is also possible. Mark Johnson has the complete forecast coming up. The Timken Company has released its latest earnings report. The Jackson Township-based manufacturer says fourth quarter sales totaled $1 billion. That's a decrease of 1.6% from the same period a year ago. Timken cites lower-end market demand in Europe and unfavorable foreign currency translation, partially offset by the benefit of acquisitions. Net income for the fourth quarter was $71.2 million compared to $58.7 million a year ago. For 2024, sales were $4.6 billion, down 4.1% from the previous year. Net income was $352.7 million compared with $394.1 a year earlier. Timken also announced the retirement of Christopher Coughlin, Executive Vice President and President of Industrial Motion. He has been with the company for 41 years. A Canton man will spend almost 9 months in jail for a fatal crash. 27-year-old Austin Hayhurst was sentenced Tuesday by Canton Municipal Court Judge Richard Kubelis. Hayhurst pleaded no contest to misdemeanor charges of vehicular homicide and manslaughter. He was given credit for 12 days served. Hayhurst's license was suspended for 5 years. He was driving southbound on Maryland Avenue Southwest in July 2023 when his car turned at 11th Street into the path of a car driven by 39-year-old Chanel Backey. She died of injuries from the wreck in March 2024. The former post office in North Canton has been demolished, and a Dairy Queen will soon be located on the site. The city sold the North Main Street location to Cuyahoga Falls-based franchisee SPGR Enterprises for $815,000. Owner Carl Warther tells the repository he will invest $2.4 million in the project. The city abandoned plans for new headquarters for the police and fire departments at the site after the failure of a bond issue in November. The post office closed in 2018 and was replaced by a new location at Washington Square on East Maple Street. A man is headed to prison for an incident that caused an internet and phone outage in the Lisbon area. 45-year-old Robert Anderson of Rogers was sentenced last month to 15 months behind bars by Columbiana County Common Pleas Judge Scott Washen. Anderson pleaded guilty in October to charges of disrupting public services, vandalism, and possession of criminal tools. In November 2023, Lisbon police investigated an outage affecting AT&T customers and emergency services. They found a section of copper wire and bolt cutters near a vehicle on State Route 154. Anderson was arrested after he was discovered hiding in a nearby ravine and lied about why he was there. More news after this.
The Q92 Sports Network brings you more high school football and basketball games than anyone else, by far. But did you know that you can go back and listen to our broadcast again? Simply go to the Q92 radio page on SoundCloud. We posted the games we broadcast for everyone to go back and relive. We have playlists filled with our high school football broadcasts from 2016 to this season. So go to SoundCloud now, follow Q92 Radio, and listen. And thank you for listening to all of our sports broadcasts of high school football and basketball on the Q92 Sports Network.
Columbiana County Municipal Court Judge Kelly Linger will seek election to the bench, to which she was appointed last year. She filed petitions to run in the May 6th Republican primary. The Wellsville resident was appointed by Governor Mike DeWine following the resignation of Judge Caitlin Dickey. Dickey was named to the 7th District Court of Appeals. Linger previously spent 18 years as an attorney. Municipal Judge Tim McNichol also filed to retain his seat in the GOP primary. A federal judge has unsealed a complaint against a man arrested in Boardman for possession and attempted use of fraudulent identification documents. 23-year-old Diego Gomez allegedly presented counterfeit Social Security and permanent resident cards at the Boardman BMV office January 29th. Police said he was attempting to obtain an Ohio ID card. Gomez was arrested after an investigation determined his documents were fake. He's being held in the Mahoning County Jail awaiting court action. An Austintown man has avoided jail time for a bank robbery. 83-year-old Forrest Littell was sentenced Tuesday by Mahoning County Common Pleas Judge Anthony Dapolito to Veterans Court. He pleaded guilty to one count of robbery. If Littell completes the program, the charge will be dropped. He entered the PNC branch on Mahoning Avenue in Austintown November 20th and gave a teller a note saying, "Give me all the money or else." Littell fled with a small amount of cash. A GPS signal from the money was tracked to an Anderson Avenue address where he was arrested. Littell later said he was dealing with financial issues and needed help. We'll return you courtside for the second half of tonight's game right after the forecast from News 5 meteorologist Mark Johnson. From the AM 1310 WDPN newsroom, I'm Jeff Mears.
We've got a winter weather advisory in effect overnight tonight through 10 a.m. Thursday. Freezing rain mixing with rain. Our low 29 slippery degrees. Thursday, scattered rain mainly during the morning. Cloudy, 46. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
The Q92 Sports Network is your home for the best coverage of high school and Mount Union football and basketball. Be sure you're following us on our social media. Just follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads. You'll know what games we'll be broadcasting week to week, and we drop photos and videos from all of our high school and Mount Union broadcasts. Be sure to follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads, and stay connected to the Q92 Sports Network.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too, adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Back here at the Mac Center on 1310 WDPN, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. You can also check us out on the Q92 Facebook page and YouTube channel as well. All right, one half in the books. So far, so good. Purple Raiders 46. John Carroll 36. Let's look at some first half numbers here. First of all, for the Purple Raiders, Kevin Moore in 15 minutes plus of work with 6 points. 3 points for Elijah Farrington. 12 for Christian Parker, but Christian also has 2 fouls, so we got to be careful there. Chance Kasenizer almost played the entire first half. He only was out for about 90 seconds. 11 points and assist. He's got 2 steals, 3 turnovers. Marcus Steele, no points yet. He does have 3 assists in the first half of play. Off the bench tonight, how about Jamar Talbert Jr.? 9 points for Jamar. Hit a couple of threes. And Dante Collier, who has not really played a lot this year. In 5 minutes and 2 seconds of work, Dante Collier, 2 of 3 from the floor. 1 of 2 behind the three-point line. 1 rebound. 5 points. And he lit a fuse under the Raiders when they needed it, because they had to take Baden out with 3 fouls. Christian had 2. You got to give Elijah Farrington a break here and there. So enter Dante Collier. and he had a really nice 5 minutes of action. And I would not be surprised to see him get even more minutes here in the second half. Some team numbers, points off turnovers, both teams with 11 each. Points in the paint, John Carroll 24 to Mount Union 16, so we'll keep our eyes on that. Second chance points, each team with 6. Fast break points, how about this? Mount Union 13 to nothing. Bench points, Mount Union outscoring John Carroll's bench 14-7. Biggest lead, John Carroll led by 10 with 14:50 to go in the first half. Raiders' biggest lead came with 3:49 to go in the first half. They had a 12-point lead. Biggest scoring run, John Carroll, a 7-0 run. Mount Union with an 8-0 run. Some percentages to take a look at. In the first half, Mount shot 13 of 27. I'm sorry, John Carroll 13 for 27 at the floor, 10 of 12 at the free throw line. For Mount Union, 17 of 32 from the floor, 6 of 16 behind the arc. And, how about this? Mount Union from the free throw line tonight, 6 of 7. Folks, that's just under 86%. That's about 20% higher than what they're shooting from the free throw line on the season. So let's absolutely positively keep those numbers up here in the second half as well. Some college basketball scores, and we'll check in on the Cavaliers here before we take a quick break, and then we'll be right back. Here's the numbers from the NBA for the Cavs. Cleveland 60, Detroit 53, about 3 minutes to go in the first half. College basketball, Michigan leads Oregon 67-58. Duke beats Syracuse 37-23 at the half. Cincinnati 40, UCF 36. And Missouri leads number 4 Tennessee at the break by the score of 34-28. We'll take a break and we'll come back and get you all squared away for the second half. We'll see if the Raiders can put this one away tonight. Mount Union 46, John Carroll 36. We'll break and come back on 1310 WDPS.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too, adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Back here at the Mack Center, Sam Berkman with you on this Wednesday night. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're enjoying your Wednesday. Hope you're enjoying the ball game. 46-36 Mount Union with a 10-point lead. Don't forget it. We'll be back here Saturday at 3 as Otterbein comes in. They're Otterbein Cardinals and the Mount Union Purple Raiders this Saturday at 3 right here, 1310 WDPN, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. That'll be the second half of a doubleheader as the Mount Ladies will be in action at 1 o'clock here on Saturday afternoon. Purple Raiders 13-6 on the year, 10-2 in the OAC. John Carroll 14-5 overall, 9-3 in the OAC. Here comes your starting five now. Christian Parker, Kevin Moore, Marcus Steele, Chance Kasenheiser, and Elijah Farrington for the Raiders. For John Carroll, their same starting five: Toppin, Rayner, Yontek, Frazier, and Fitzgerald. And I'm going to tell you what, I don't even want to say anything. I don't want to jinx it. But they have held Luke Frazier to 2 points in the first half. Mount Union has, their defense has done. So hopefully they can keep that alive as well. All right, second half underway here at the Mack Center on this Wednesday night. For Rayton Fitzgerald. Yontek, that's got to be a foul. Yes, offensive foul. Yontek ran right over Christian Parker. And that's an offensive foul. And that'll give it back to Mount Union. Pete Moran can't believe it. Mount Union, however, just turned the ball over. So John Carroll gets the ball right back. Frazier on the right side. Fitzgerald for three. No. Rayner, an offensive rebound. Ball poked away and stolen by Farrington. Here come the Raiders. Chance, line, lane, scoop, glass rim. No. Rebound Raider. Jontek wasn't looking for the ball, and the Raiders get it back. All right. Let's settle. Nope, they had to stop it. They're going to move the shot clock, I think, to 20. Nope, down to 16. There was a quick change of possession here at the midcourt stripe after a turnover on each side. Shot clock going to go back to 26. Raiders will throw the ball into the backcourt to Marcus Steele, and Marcus will bring it across on the right side. 19:07 left to go in this, baby. 46-36, the Purple Raiders by 10 on their home floor. Looking for win number 14 and better yet number 11 in the OAC. Kevin Moore on the left wing. 8 on the shot clock for Moore. Kevin's got to get it to Chance. Chance wiggles into the lane floater. Nope. Tipped by Farrington. No. And Henry Rayner got the rebound. Gets it to Frazier. Luke coming across the timeline. Frazier top of the key. Down the lane. Put up a shot. Missed it. How in the world did he not get that one to go? Chance at the other end of the floor. Kevin Moore for three. Good. Kevin Moore with a triple in the corner. 13-point lead now for Mount Union. 18:25 left to go. Raiders 49. Blue Streaks 36 here at the MAC. Henry Rayner down to the lane. Scoops it and scores. And tell me if you've heard that one again. You know what? They did change his point total. I knew they were wrong. He's got 22, does Rayner. I thought he had 20 at the half. They had him at 18. 22 for Henry Rayner. He is the game-high scorer. But Mount with an 11-point lead. Christian Parker on Deontay. Christian on the baseline. Christian going to make his move. Forgot the ball. Has to pick it up in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Christian backing his way in. Foul. Oh, that got Pete Moran off the bench, and now he is screaming and hollering. Pete's got to take a walk to the other end, or he's going to get a technical foul. Jontek just picked up the foul, and he is out, and David Gentry is back in. Heiser will throw it in for the Raiders. Chance way out on top to Parker. Christian on the left wing gets it to Kevin Moore. Christian sets the screen. Now the ball to Steele on the left wing. Marcus driving the baseline. Steele cut off. Steele gets inside, floats it off the glass. Farrington got the loose ball, fumbled it out of bounds back to John Carroll. Boy, it's like there's some kind of slick substance on that ball tonight. Both teams down low having trouble grabbing at it after it's been loose. Into the hands of John Carroll now. Topping across the timeline. Fitzgerald to Rayner. Over to Frazier. Offensive foul on David Gentry. He pushed Christian Parker out of the way and picked up the personal foul. That's his third. 17:23 to go in the game. Mount Union 49, John Carroll 38. Folks, this is a huge game. It would give Mount a 2-game lead in the conference. If you win the conference, you get the number 1 seed, and you can host the OAC championship if it comes to that, and we certainly hope that it does. Heiser on the right wing. Fakes the screen left, goes right. Chance pulls up. 15-footer around and out. No good. Rebound picked up by Frazier. Luke in the backcourt. Didn't call the screen at half court. Frazier goes all the way down low. Hangs it up on the rim and in, and he's fouled. Holy smokes. Luke Frazier, who, by the way, is a left-handed basketball player, scooped it up way off the glass with the right hand and fell through, and he'll let it complete the three-point play. Luke Frazier, by the way, that's only his 4th point of the night. And Christian Parker's got to sit out with 3 fouls. Frazier, line left, free throw is up and good. I don't know if that's 3 on Christian or no. I think it is. Frazier completes the 3-point play. John Carroll has sliced it down to 8. Dante Collier now going into the paint. Kicks it back on the right side. Out on top to Marcus Steele. Raiders 49, Blue Streaks 41. 16:45 left to go in this game. Collier, top of the key. Dante, 5 points in the first half. Makes his move with the left hand. Out to Farrington. Elijah switches hands. Lost the ball. Taken away by Henry Rayner. He throws it away, but Toppin grabs it in the corner. Out on top, Fitzgerald. 3 ball. No. Rebound. Out of bounds.
Come on!
John Carroll ball. They'll have 20 on the shot clock. 16:23 to go in the game. Purple Raiders 49, Blue Streaks 41. Sam Berkman with you on this Wednesday night. Here in the OAC, another bruising battle between these rivals. Gentry on the right side on the block now to Rayner. Rayner, that's just too easy. Right into the paint. He's got 24 points on the night, Henry Rayner. If he keeps this up, it will be a career high. Marcus Steele with the ball. Raiders in a little bit of a funk now. It's down to a 6-point Mount Union lead, 49-43. Steele at the top of the key. Marcus top of the key. Marcus right of the lane, down the lane. Scoops it off the glass rim. Nope. Rebound picked up by Rayner. Gets it to Frazier. Blue Streaks at the other end of the floor. Luke Frazier from 15. Shot it short. Kept up in the air. Rebounded by John Carroll. Out on top and in the corner. 3 Fitzgerald. In and out. No. Loose on the floor. Finally picked up by Steele. Let's get a good shot here. Marcus on the left wing beats the double team. Steele almost walked. Kevin Moore on the right wing for 3. No. Rebound picked up by Frazier. 15-15 left to go in this one. Back and forth we go at the Mac Center. Raiders with the lead. Frazier with a drive and scores with the left hand. Don't let him get hot. He's got 7, and the Purple Raiders have called a timeout. 15-10 to go in the ball game. It's Mount Union 49 and John Carroll 45. We'll take a break and come back to the Mac Center on 1310 WDPM.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92Radiosports.com.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
$15-10 left to go in the basketball game here at the Mac Center on the campus of the University of Mount Union. Sam Berkman with you tonight. Hope you are well. I got a feeling we're going to need some stress reliever here at some point in this one. Mount Union 49 and John Carroll 45. Checking out the leading scores tonight. Christian Parker with 12. Chance Casenheiser with 11. Jamar Talbert Jr. with 9. Kevin Moore with 9. For John Carroll, it's been the Henry Rayner extravaganza. He's got 24 points tonight. 7 apiece for Yontek, Frazier, and Gentry. 15-10 left to go. Purple Raiders trying to figure out who will be the trigger man. John Carroll puts on a little bit of a full court man press down. Now they'll back off, and Chance will bring it across the timeline. Raiders with the basketball. Casenheiser on the purple logo at midcourt. Out on top to Kevin Moore. Moore right down to the left of the paint. Spins from 15, around, and no. Rebound picked up by Frazier. Here comes John Carroll now. Luke across the timeline to the right wing. Frazier baseline, 15-footer up and good. I'm telling you, don't let this guy get going. He's got 9. They held him to 2 in the first half. He's got 7 already here in this half. 14:35 left, and it's a 2-point game. Mount Union 49, John Carroll 47. Collier on the left wing. Dante trying to make his move into the paint. Steps back, 15-footer. Back to the rim, no good. Rebound picked up by Frazier. Here comes John Carroll. Frazier at the top of the key with the left-hand dribble. Now back to the right hand. All the way back to almost midcourt. Frazier, pick and roll. Top of the key, Gentry. Fakes to three. Gentry dumps it down. Knocked away by the Raiders and stolen by Talbert. Jamar at the other end of the floor. Line, lane, scoop. Blocked from behind. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Mount Union. 14:02 to go. Here comes Will Yontek back in for the Blue Streaks of John Carroll. Henry Rayner will sit down. Rayner with 24 points on the night. Yontek back in with 7. Raiders to inbound it. Chance Kasenheiser, the former Lake Blue Streak, gets it into Farrington. Elijah on the baseline. Backing his man down. Backing him down. Backing him down. Gets it out on top to Collier. Splits a seam. Lost the ball. Turnover. Here comes John Carroll at the other end of the floor. Yontek scoops it, scores it, and he's fouled. 13:46 to go in the game. It's a 49-49 tie, and John Carroll can take the lead if they hit a free throw after the basket by Will Yontek. So Yontek with his 9th point. He's looking for 10 at the free throw line. Will out of Cleveland St. Ignatius lets it fly and got it. He's got 10. And the seesaw is now in favor of John Carroll. 50-49 Blue Streaks. 13:40 left to go in this one here at the Mac Center on WDPN. Raider Nation, going to need you wherever you be here tonight. Make a little noise. Try to get us home with the dub. Kasenheiser from 17, top of the key. Loose on the floor. Picked up by Dante Collier. Raiders keep it alive, and they'll reset out on top. To the hole. Strong move by Farrington. Puts it up and in with the right hand. He's got 5. Elijah back in the scorebook with 13:10 left in this one. 51-50. Mount Union with a 1-point lead. John Carroll with the ball. Topping around the screen for 3. In and out. No good. Rebound. Farrington, and a loose ball foul is called on John Carroll. I think it's on Brandon Rose. It is. That's his second. Rayner and Fitzgerald back in. Gentry and Rose will sit down for Coach Petey Moran. 12:58 left to go in this battle. Mount Union 51, John Carroll 50 here at the Mac Center. Otterbein here Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. Then the Raiders hit the road for a couple. Here comes Jamar Talbert Jr. Gets it off to Kasenheiser. Chance will jog it across. 12:50 left to go in the game. Mount with the pumpkin. They lead 51-50. Kasenheiser to the right wing. Chance foul line. Nice move with the right hand. Throws it off the glass. No. Collier tipped it. Kasenheiser had it, lost it, fumbled it away. Frazier at the other end of the floor. Luke Frazier drives and scores. Luke Frazier with 11. 52-51, John Carroll. 12:27 left to go in the game. Remember, Purple Raiders in a little bit of a pickle with fouls. Vaden with 3. Christian Parker's got 3. But you got to play on. Collier on the wing gets a screen. Dante steps back. 3. Good! Dante Collier with 8. That's his second triple of the night. 11:57 left to go in this one. Mount Union back in front, 54-52. Fitzgerald. Frazier on the left wing. Down to Rayner. Stay strong. That ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with John Carroll. Good defense by Collier. Marcus Steele in. Chance Kasenheiser will sit down. Chance comes to the bench with 11. Marcus Steele back in, looking for his first points of the night. John Carroll inbounds the basketball. That's Frazier on the left wing. Frazier stops, throws it down to Yontek. Yontek leans in, throw up a 4-footer, no good. Henry Rayner got another offensive rebound. Put it up good, but he got fouled. The foul is going to be on Elijah Farrington. That's his second. Team foul situation, the Raiders with 3, John Carroll with 4, each team with 4 timeouts remaining. Next time there's a held ball, that will go to Mount Union. Henry Rayner, 24 points tonight. Line left, free throw is up and good. 25 for Rayner. Going to have to start a new column on the score sheet. I've got room for one more point for him, and then we'll have to go on down to the next. And he got it anyway. That ball rolled all over the place. 26 for Rayner. 11:35 left to go in this one. Going to be a wild ride. 55, check it, 54, 54. Mount and John Carroll all tied here on this Wednesday night at the Mack Center. Steele on the right wing to Collier. Dante, three. Nope, missed that one. Good shot, though. Good look. Just didn't go down. Rebound picked up by Fitzgerald to Toppin. Toppin across the timeline. Draws a double team to the top of the key. Toppin's going to go right to the rack and score. Holy smokes. Nobody got in his way. Nobody got in his way. Toppin with a driving two, and the Purple Raiders will call a timeout. We'll break. 11:06 left to go in the basketball game. John Carroll 56 and Mount Union 54. We'll come back with more on 1310 WDPN.
Regional EMS stands as your trusted partner for all things emergency and non-emergency transportation. From the swift response in Carroll County to the seamless transit in Summit, Stark, Portage, and the Mahoning Valley, they've got you covered. Regional EMS is more than just a ride. They're your go-to for business-to-business solutions, too, adapting to meet diverse needs when others won't. Don't hesitate. Connect with Regional EMS today at 330-987-4373 and let them be your solution when time matters most.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
11:06 left to go in the basketball game. John Carroll 56, Mount Union 54. Stick around for the postgame show coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game. Halftime up in Detroit. Cavs lead the Pistons 65-56. College hoops, 2 minutes to go. Michigan leads Oregon 74-72. Tennessee leads Missouri 51-50 with 13 minutes to go in that one. Saturday afternoon, we'll be back here at 3 o'clock. Otterbein comes to town to battle the Purple Raiders. That's 3 o'clock this Saturday right here on 1310 WDPN. All right, Jamar Talbert gets the ball into Collier. Jamar almost lost it. Goodness gracious. He recaptures it in the backcourt. Jamar will bring it across the timeline. Purple Raiders with the ball. They're down 2. 56-54. 10:53 left to go in the game here at Mount Union. Nice pass. Dante Collier couldn't get to the rim, though. Gets it back to Jamar Talbot. Goes inside, put it up, no. Parker tipped it up, no. Parker tipped it again, no. Loose on the floor. Parker's got it. Turns, puts it up, no. Tipped by Talbot is good. They were relentless down the floor that time. Talbot with the basket. Purple Raiders tie the game at 56 with 10:28 left to go in the game. Frazier down to Rayner. Rayner around 3 Purple Raiders and scores again. 28 points for Henry Rayner. They can't stop him. 10:15 to go in the game. John Carroll 58. Mount Union 56. Raiders with the ball. Mount 15 on the shot clock. Dante Collier on the left wing down to Parker. Christian goes right around Yontek. Puts it up. Nobody got fouled. And Yontek has just picked up his 4th personal foul. So exactly 10 minutes left to go in the basketball game. John Carroll 58. And Mount Union 56. Christian Parker free throw. Around, and no good. Mount was 83% from the free throw line in the first half. 10 minutes left to go. John Carroll 58. Purple Raiders 56. Christian again, line right. That one is good. All right, big man with 13 points on the night. Mount's had pretty good balance scoring. Parker with 13, 11 apiece for Kaysenheiser and Talbot. Luke Frazier's got the ball for John Carroll. 9:50 to go. Gentry on the left wing to Toppin. Toppin looking down to Rayner. Rayner's got it. He's going inside. Ball poked away, but John Carroll gets it back. 10 on the shot clock now. Gentry on the wing. Gentry into the lane. Lost it. Gets it back. Goes in. Ball poked away again. Shot clock at 2. At 1. Oh, no. Frazier with a 3. Missed it. Rayner got another offensive rebound, put it up. No. Collier got the rebound, finally. Gets it into the hands of Marcus Steele. Boy, that was a wild 30 seconds at the other end of the floor. 9:15 to go in the game. Purple Raiders down by 1. Steele with it on the block. Gets it down low to Parker. Christian trying to make a move. Christian back it in. Turns. Hook shot. Up. Good. Got the shooter's roll to the former Glen Oak Golden Eagle. 59-58 Purple Raiders. 8:52 left to go in the game. Topping at the other end of the floor for the John Carroll. Out on top to Henry Rayner. Rayner spins, twists, shoots, scores. Unbelievable. 30 points for Henry Rayner. 60-59 John Carroll, and Mount Union has to call a timeout. They couldn't get the ball in bounds. I don't know what happened there, but all of a sudden nobody came back to help Dante, and Collier had to call a timeout, and this is going to be a full timeout. And we will step away. Holy cow, what a game. John Carroll 60. Mount Union 59. We'll come back with more on 1310 WDPN, streaming all over the world at Q92radiosports.com.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92radiosports.com.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
$8:32 left to go in the game. John Carroll, 80. Mount Union, 59. Timeout situation now. Mount Union is down to 2. John Carroll has 4. Mike thinks he has 3 timeouts, but the board is only showing 2. So keep your eyes on that. We're down to our only 2 timeouts. John Carroll still has 4 if they need them. And they probably will. 8:25 left to go in the game. Mount Union with the ball. John Carroll leads it 60-59 at the Mack Center on this OAC Wednesday night battle. Marcus Steele on the wing. Steele lobs it down to Parker. Christian goes inside, put it up, no good. Rebound picked up by Gentry, gets it into the hands of Toppin. Here come the Blue Streaks of John Carroll, right to left. Toppin on the right side. Now he's going to drive baseline. Kicks it out on top. Ball deflected. Frazier keeps it alive for John Carroll. 15 on the shot clock. Frazier being denied the left-hand dribble. Swings a pass down to Rayner. Rayner backing in. Put it up and put it in. Henry Rayner with 32. 7:40 left to go in the game. John Carroll by 3, 62-59. Back down to Parker. Christian working on Gentry. Christian leans in, put it up. Nope. Gentry stood his ground. Parker couldn't get it to go in. Here comes Luke Frazier. Frazier at the other end of the floor. Turns, shoots, left, glass rim. Nope. Rebound. Parker throws it down the floor to Talbert. Talbert almost walked. Stutter step dribble. Reverses it up. No. Rebound picked up by Rhodes. Rebound picked up by John Carroll, and here come the Blue Streaks. 7:10 left to go in this game. John Carroll 62, Mount Union 59. Gentry on the right side to Rose, picked up by Steele. Rose backs it out, bounce pass to Rayner. Henry Rayner with 32. Goes to the hole, hooks it inside. Gentry, nope, but Christian Parker just picked up his 4th foul. 6:54 left. David Gentry is going to shoot 2. Line left for John Carroll. Blue Streaks in front of the Purple Raiders, 62-59. Gentry free throw, missed it. That'll help a little bit. Elijah Farrington in. Chance Kasenheiser in. Parker's got to sit down. Jamar Talbert Jr. will sit down. Are we having fun? Gentry line left, trying to split the pair. Missed them both. Oh, that's big. Rebounded by Kasenheiser. Here come the Raiders down 3. 6:48 to go. Chance line, kicks it right side. Farrington fakes right, goes left, goes inside. Put it up, no, but a foul is called. That's going to be on Henry Rayner. That's his second. And the 16th foul. And Elijah Farrington will shoot line right for the Purple Raiders, but not before Pete Moran and John Carroll will call a timeout. It's a full or a 30? It's a full, so we'll step out. 6:42 left to go in the game. Still up in the air, everybody. John Carroll 62, Mount Union 59. Purple Raider basketball continues in a moment on 1310 WDPN.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them, and we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
.42 left to go. 62-59, John Carroll. Both these teams coming off losses over the weekend. Carroll falling to Marietta, while the Purple Raiders were stunned by Wilmington. Mount Union 13-6 overall, 10-2 in the league. John Carroll 14-5, 9-3 in the OAC. Elijah Farrington will shoot line right for the Purple Raiders. They're down 3, 6:42 left to go. Elijah, back of the rim, no good. He's got 5 points on the night. Elijah's second one. Missed them both. 6:37 left to go. Oh, the free throw bugaboo is starting to rear its head again. Topping on the... Oh, he almost walked. Gentry at the top of the key for John Carroll. Down to Rayner. Rayner backing in. Out on top, Fitzgerald. 3, good. Fitzgerald's first points of the night, a triple. 65-59 blue streak. 6:17 to go in the game. Don't want to fall much further behind right now if you're the Purple Raiders. Need a good possession right here now. Steele on the wing. Marcus into the foul line. Marcus Steele goes around 2 blue streaks. Put it up on the rim. No, loose on the floor. Picked up by Steele. Out on top to Collier. Dante back to Steele on the purple logo at midcourt. 5:55 to go in the game. Raiders with the ball down 6. Right side, Kasenheiser chance for 3. Off the rim, no good. And the rebound scooped up by Luke Frazier. Dangerous territory right now for the good guys. 5:38 left to go. Mount Union down 65-59. John Carroll playing with a little swagger now with that 5-point lead, 6-point lead. Gentry out on top of Toppin. Rolls it down to Rayner. Rayner on the block. Rayner back it in, hooks the pass down low for Fitzgerald. The ball poked out of bounds. It'll stay with John Carroll. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Collier sits down. Jonah McCartney back in. Collier sits down with 8. Jonah scoreless so far. Steele is out. Kevin Moore in for Coach Fuline. 5 on the shot clock. They go right to Rayner. Hooks it up. Hey, he finally missed one. Rebound picked up by McCartney. Here come the Raiders on the right side. Jonah, left wing to Farrington. Elijah in the paint. Scoops it up. No. Got his own rebound. Lost the ball. Got it back. Put it up and in, and he's fouled. Yes, sir. We'll take it. Have no idea how that happened. But Elijah Farrington somehow was able to pick up the scrap and throw it down through. He's got 7. He'll look for 8 at the line, and a free throw here would cut it to a 3-point game with 5:07 left to go. Boy, sometimes it's just better to be lucky, and we'll take it. Will Jantek will come in, and Gentry will sit down for John Carroll. 93-82, Purple Raiders won against this John Carroll team back on December the 4th. Tonight it's 65-61 Blue Streaks with 5:07 and Farrington's free throw. That one is good. Much better. 8 for Elijah. Let's get a little D here with 5 left to go. 65-62, John Carroll with the ball and a 3-point lead for the Blue Streaks. Toppin on the left wing to Jantek. Into the corner, Fitzgerald out on top. Frazier, 3. Up, nope. Hit the belt on the basket standard. That's out of play, and the ball goes back to the Purple Raiders. 4:51 to go. 65-62 is our score. Purple Raiders with a big possession coming up here. They'll get the ball in the backcourt. John Carroll a quick trap, and now they'll fall back. Chance across the timeline. 4:44 left to go in the game. Kasenheiser way out on top to Farrington, left wing to Moore. Kevin lobs it down to Parker. Triple teamed. Christian Parker put it up. Nobody's fouled. He'll shoot 2 with 4:36 left to go. Triple teamed that time. So Christian Parker about 65% from the free throw line on this season. He'll shoot 2. First one is up. All over the rim and in. Shooter's roll for the big man. He's got 16. Christian Parker again, line right. That one's perfect. 17 for Christian Parker. Now's where the crowd's got to come alive. 4:30 left to go in the game. John Carroll 65. Mount Union 64 at the Mac Center. Frazier at the top of the key. Frazier around the screen. Goes inside, put it up on the rim and in, and he's fouled. Luke Frazier with 13. He'll look for 14 at the line. 4:21 to go, and John Carroll back to a 3-point lead, 67-64. So Luke Frazier out of Mentor Lake Catholic with the free throw. It's up and good. So Luke Frazier now, 2 in the first half, 12 in the second half. He's got 14. Here comes Jonah McCarthy across the timeline. Jonah on the left wing down to Parker. Christian grabs it, shoots it off the rim. No, but he'll shoot 2, line right. 4:12 left to go. John Carroll 68, Mount Union 64. That foul was on Gentry. That is number 5 on Gentry. He is fouled out of the game. So Gentry will sit down with 7 points and 5 fouls. And now Petey Moran will have 60 seconds to make his substitution. So looking at Henry Rayner's numbers. He's got 32 points tonight. He's averaging 22. He's averaging 24.7 a game. He's got 32 here tonight. Henry Rayner out of St. Ignatius, majoring in business right now at John Carroll. Christian Parker, line right. 2 big freebies coming. The Raiders are down 4 with 4:12 left to go in the game. Christian 17 tonight. Free throw up and good. Boy, sometimes you watch Christian Parker shoot free throws and you'd think he's a 95% free throw shooter. That's how good he can shoot them when he's locked in. Second one up. That one's beautiful as well. He's got 19. 4:08 left to go. 68-66. John Carroll with the ball and a 2-point lead. Raiders on the defensive end of the floor now. Frazier at the top of the key to the right wing. Luke steps back. Blocked by Parker. Picked up by McCartney. Throws it down to Christian. Wide lane. Foul from behind. He was going up to slam it home. And Christian Parker is going to shoot 2 line right. Hope the big man is all right. I think he is. That foul is going to be on Henry Rayner. That's his second. And now they're going to have both teams go to their benches and they're going to look and see if this is a possible flagrant foul. I don't think it is, but they're going to take a look at it. There was a steal in the backcourt. McCartney was running full speed across the timeline, fired a pass to Parker. Christian was going to go up and crush it. And if he did, the roof would have came off this place. But Rayner from behind fouled him hard, but I think it was a clean block. So with 3:54 left to go in the game, John Carroll leads Mount Union by the score of 68-66. John Carroll 10-plus fouls, so they're way over the limit. Mount Union with 5 here in the second half. Timeout situation. Carroll with 3, Mount Union with 2. And I don't think they're not going to call anything here, I don't believe. Nope, just a common foul. So good call. That's a good call. That was just a good, clean foul. So Christian Parker is going to shoot a couple of free throws line right. If he gets them both, we'll be all square. It's 68-66 John Carroll. 3:54 left to go in the game. Christian Parker, 19 points on the night, a couple over his season average. Christian, first free throw up. Good. How about the big man at the line tonight? 20 points for Christian Parker. John Carroll, 68, Mount Union, 67. Parker trying to get them both. This would tie the game. Free throw up. Free throw good. 21 for Parker. 68-68 with 3:50 to go in the game at the Mac Center. Here comes Toppin. Toppin across the timeline to Rayner. Jantek over to Toppin on the left wing. Picked up by Jonah. 15 on the shot clock. Rayner down low. Be careful with him. Rayner backing his way down. Hooks it up and in. 34 for Henry Rayner, averaging 25 a game. 3:26 left. John Carroll 70, Mount Union 68. Here come the Purple Raiders now. Kasenheiser will bring it across the timeline with exactly 3:17 to go. Jonah on the left wing. McCartney down to Farrington. Elijah working on Rayner. He's double teamed. Almost threw it away. McCartney's got it. Back out on top to Parker. Christian shoots on top of the key. Oh, no good. Off the side of the rim. Still had 10 on the shot clock. He liked his chances from three-point range and just boinked it off the rim. Here comes John Carroll with 2:50 left to go in the game. Rayner way out on top of Jantek. He's swinging to Frazier on the left wing, picked up by Kevin Moore. Down on the block, Rayner. Rayner backing in on Elijah. Backing him down. He's been in the lane all night. Didn't call 3 seconds. Ball comes out on top to Frazier. Shot clock at 2. Frazier shoots the 15-footer. No. Toppin got the offensive rebound. Left wing to Fitzgerald. And John Carroll now will reset with 15 on the shot clock. Rayner goes down low, reverses it up, in, and foul. 36 for Henry Rayner. John Carroll 72. Mount Union 68 with 2:23 left to go. Rayner line left, trying to complete the three-point play, and he does. 37 for Rayner. 2:23 left to go in the game. Gut check time for Raider Nation. 73-68, John Carroll up by 5. Kasenheiser with the ball on the left wing, guarded by Fitzgerald. Chance gets it down to Parker. Christian goes into the paint, lost the ball. Scooped it up, gets it back to Chance for 3. No. Rebound picked up by John Carroll. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Here comes Luke Frazier. Timeout, Blue Streaks. And the Raiders are going to have to come up with a little rally here in the final 1 minute, 57 seconds. It's going to be a full timeout. John Carroll 73. Mount Union 68. Jarrett Taylor is going to come in. He hadn't played at all in the second half, so he will be coming in as both coaches are huddled up on the floor, and now they'll go in and talk to their teams here on the sideline. Saturday afternoon at 3, we'll be here. Hope you are too. Mount Union will host the Otterbein Cardinals. We'll talk to you around 2:50 on Saturday afternoon right here on 1310 WDPN. College basketball scoreboard. Some of the 7 o'clock games are really heading down the stretch here. Duke leads Syracuse 67-43 with 8 minutes left to go. Cincinnati 72, UCF 64, 7 minutes to go. Tennessee has come back to lead Missouri 70-59 with 6 minutes to go. We do have one final. Michigan beat Oregon in Ann Arbor 80-76. Third quarter, yikes. Cavaliers 77, Pistons 76, 4 minutes to go there. All right, back at the Mack Center. John Carroll and Mount Union in a slugfest, and right now it's the Blue Streaks on top by 5, 73-68. 1:57 left to go in this game. Rayner throws it into Toppin. Toppin on the right side to Frazier. 1:53 left to go. Jantek, all they're going to do is throw it down to Rayner. Jantek to Frazier. There it is. Rayner on the block. Henry faces up on Farrington, goes down with the left hand. With the right hand, scoops a pass into the corner for Fitzgerald. Throws it down to Jantek. 2 on the shot clock. Missed the bunny. Loose on the floor. Gobbled up by Parker. Christian will bring it across the timeline. Christian on the left wing, looking for help. Feeds it out on top to Chance Kasenheiser. 1:22 left to go in the game. Raiders with the ball. They're down 5 at home. Kevin Moore in the air. Shoots the 3 across the rim. No good. Rebound picked up by Rayner. Well, that would have been a big 3 for Mount, but they couldn't get it to go. Luke Frazier across the timeline. Way out on top to Henry Rayner. With 1:05 left to go. Toppin on the wing. Mount got to play some serious defense right here. Toppin foul line extended. Floater from 6 is up and good. Toppin with 4. Purple Raiders are down 7 with 55 seconds left to go. Kevin Moore on the left wing, fumbled the ball, gets it back. Feeds it in the corner, Christian Parker 3. In and out, no good. Rebound picked up by Frazier. Frazier's fouled with 41 seconds left, and it's not looking good for the Purple Raiders. Down 7 with 41 seconds. Parker hits that 3 in the corner. It cuts it to 4. And you've got a shot, but right now it's not looking good. And boy, this place is emptying out. Something fierce. Frazier line left for the free throw. Missed it. Rebound Parker. We're still alive. Let's go. Taylor across the timeline to Kasenheiser. Chance into the line. Steps into a 15-footer. Good. Timeout Mount Union. All right, we still got a shot. Tell those people to come back in here. What's the hurry? 32 seconds left to go. Full timeout, Mount Union. Not over, folks. John Carroll 75, Mount Union 70. We'll take a break and come back on 1310 WDPN.
The Q92 Sports Network is your home for the best coverage of high school and Mount Union football and basketball. Be sure you're following us on our social media. Just follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads. You'll know what games we'll be broadcasting week to week, and we drop photos and videos from all of our high school and Mount Union broadcasts. Be sure to follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads, and stay connected to the Q92 Sports Network.
You're listening to Mount Union Basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
.32 seconds left to go. It's not over yet. Not over yet. John Carroll 75, Mount Union 70. 1 timeout left for the Raiders, 2 timeouts left for the Blue Streaks. Got to get a steal and a hoop here, and then we can start talking a little turkey. Stick around, post-game show coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game. I can't believe how many people left. I mean, there's 32 seconds left. It's only a 5-point game. Henry Rayner, who's been the star of stars, will inbound the ball for John Carroll. He's got 37 points tonight. Rayner running the baseline, got at the top end. Oh, they lost the ball, and now it's out of bounds. It'll stay with John Carroll. Are they going to take a look at it? Yes, they will. Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. If this one turns around and we get a quick three, now we're really back in the ball game. So the call is John Carroll basketball, but they're going to come over here to the scorer's table and take a look. And boy, oh boy, this is a replay that you really need to have go your way. 29 seconds left to go. John Carroll 75 and Mount Union 70. Again, post-game show coming up at the conclusion of tonight's game. Saturday we'll be back at 3 o'clock. Mount Union will take on Otterbein right here on 1310 WDPN and streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. I'll tell you two people that didn't leave. Coach Karras and his beautiful wife. They are still here, locked in their seats that they've been in for decades. All right. Officials have stepped away from the monitor. Now they're going to converse. Now they're going to come back over and tell us. Nope, they're going to look at it again. And actually, this is a different set of eyes that they've brought over here to the monitor. They had two officials the first time, one out, and they brought the third official in to take a look. And now they're going to converse at midcourt. And it's John Carroll ball. Official just came over to Mike Feline and said, not enough evidence to overturn it. Boy, that would have been something. Now we got to fight a little harder. 29 seconds left to go. 75-70, John Carroll. Blue Streaks with the ball. Let's get a turnover. Henry Rayner looking, gets it into Toppin. Grab him. Foul on McCartney with 27.7. And Toppin will shoot 1 and 1. Remember, this is only the 8th foul on Mount Union, so this is still 1 and 1 for John Carroll. Blue Streak 75, Purple Raiders 70, 27 seconds to go. Toppin, line left. It's the 1 and 1. Up. Got it. Well, you need him to miss a couple here. Farrington in. Jared Taylor will sit down. 27.7 to go in the game. John Carroll, 76. Mount Union, 70. Toppin trying to make both and put the Blue Streaks back up by 7. Second free throw. That one is around, and no good. Rebound picked up by Parker. Got to go. Here comes Kasenizer. 24 seconds left to go. Chance top of the key. Down to the lane. Behind his back. Goes inside. Hooks it past to Farrington. Put it up. Put it in. Farrington scores. Timeout, Mount Union. That's their final timeout. 18 seconds left to go. John Carroll, 76. Mount Union, 72. And with that basket, Elijah Farrington in double figures now with 10 points on the night. Now things are getting a little more interesting here at the Mack Center. The Raiders are down 4 with 18 seconds left. Now, they are out of timeouts, however. John Carroll has 2. Mount has committed 8 fouls. So they can still force John Carroll into at least one more set of 1-and-1s before they would get into the 2-shot double bonus, if you will. Halftime, Mount Union a 10-point lead. Believe it or not, 46-36. 18 seconds left now. John Carroll with the lead, 76-72. And again, you need a quick steal. If you don't get the steal within 2 or 3 seconds, you foul somebody and send John Carroll to the free throw line. This game is still up for grabs. It's a 4-point game with 18 seconds left to go. Mount 13-6, John Carroll 14-5. Raiders 10-2 in the league. John Carroll 9-3. Henry and Rayner will throw the ball in. If you want to foul somebody, man, right now I think you want to foul Jontek or Fitzgerald. Rayner running the baseline, got it into Frazier. Don't foul him, but they did. So Frazier gets fouled. He's fouled by Jarrett Taylor. That's his second, 9th team foul. They'll continue the offense-defense substitution as Elijah will check back in. 16.3 to go. 76-72 John Carroll. Luke Frazier, probably the guy you didn't want to foul, but you really don't have much of a choice with only 16 seconds left. The front end of the one-on-one. He missed it. Rebound, Parker. Let's go. Here comes Kasenheiser. 13 on the clock. Chance at the top of the key to Parker. Christian steps into a three. Oh, he missed it. Rebound, Fitzgerald. Got it down the floor to Frazier. 4 seconds left to go. And a foul. Oh, if that Christian Parker three goes in, it really gets interesting. But it rimmed out. And now the Blue Streaks can pretty much salt this one away at the free throw line with 3.5 seconds left to go. We were that close to really having a chance to come back and get it. Free throw off the front of the rim by Frazier, no good, but only 3.5 seconds left, and the Raiders are down 76-72. That's a tough loss here tonight. Tough loss. Frazier again got that one to go. So Luke Frazier splits the pair. 3 seconds left to go. Raiders with the ball down 5. Kasenheiser across the top of the key. Shoots a three way out on top. Hit the glass, hit the rim, no good. And that's all she wrote here at Mount Union. Final score, John Carroll 77 and Mount Union 72. The Blue Streaks now are 15-5 on the year, 10-3 in the league. The Raiders dropped to 13-7 and 10-3 in the OAC. Will these two teams meet again? Only time will tell. We'll take a break, and we'll come back with the postgame. Final score, John Carroll 77 and Mount Union 72. You're listening to Purple Raider basketball on 1310 WDPN, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com.
Hey everyone, it's Rex Combs. Rex inviting you to tune in Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. for unforgettable favorites, music news, and more. With myself, Clint Marshall on News and Sports, and Mark Johnson from News 5 giving us the weather forecast. Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m., Rex in the Morning. It's all about the music right here on AM 1310 WDPN.
Of all the ways to get ahead in life, we're one of them. And we're legal. The John Tesh Radio Show.
I'm John Tesh, and we couldn't be happier about bringing you intelligence for your life every day. We have a room full of researchers gathering the information and ideas you need to make your life simpler and better, and to make you the smartest person in the room.
You're just trying to be better. We're just trying to help. The John Tesh Radio Show.
Join me for music and intelligence for your life, 10 to 3, Monday through Saturday, only on AM 1310 WDPN.
It's intelligence for your life.
The Q92 Sports Network is your home for the best coverage of high school and Mount Union football and basketball. Be sure you're following us on our social media. Just follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads. You'll know what games we'll be broadcasting week to week, and we drop photos and videos from all of our high school and Mount Union broadcasts. Be sure to follow Q92 Sports on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, and Threads, and stay connected to the Q92 Sports Network.
Go back and relive all the action with Q92 Sports on SoundCloud. Whether it's high school or University of Mount Union football and basketball, we've got you covered from 2016 through today. Catch every thrilling game and heart-pounding moment anytime you want. Q92 Sports is your go-to for local sports action. Find us on SoundCloud at Q92 Radio, and don't forget to stream all of our games live on Friday night at Q92radiosports.com.
You're listening to Mount Union basketball on AM 1310 WDPN.
Final score here at the Mac Center in this OAC showdown. The second of two this year between Mount Union and John Carroll. This one goes the way of the Blue Streaks. John Carroll winner tonight, 77-72. By the way, 1,656 at the Mack Center tonight. Let's take a look at some of the team numbers for the ball game. Let's start with John Carroll. For the game, 29 of 58, 50% from the floor. They were 1 of 8 behind the arc. 18 of 26 at the free throw line for 69%. For the Purple Raiders, they were 25 of 66 from the floor for 38%. 8 of 27 behind the arc for 29%. Not bad at the free throw line tonight. Mount shot at 14 of 18 for 77.8%. Turnovers, John Carroll had 16. Mount Union had 11. Points in the paint. John Carroll 52, Mount Union 26. Each team had 13 second chance points. Fast break points, Mount Union got them there, 18-7. Mount also got them on bench points tonight, 19-7. Individual numbers for John Carroll. Henry Rayner, 38 minutes, 15 of 17 from the floor. 7 of 7 at the free throw line. 37 points, 16 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, and a steal. That is a whopper of a double-double by Henry Rayner. My goodness, that's pretty good. Will Jantek tonight in 22 minutes. He had 10 points. 36 minutes for Chase Toppin, 5 points, 3 assists, a rebound, and 3 steals. Luke Frazier started slow with 2. He ended up with 15 points on the night. Luke Frazier didn't come off the floor. He played 40 minutes tonight for John Carroll. Aiden Fitzgerald had 3 points, 7 tonight for David Gentry. That all adds up to 77. For Mount Union, let's start with the big man, Christian Parker. 25 minutes tonight, 21 points, 10 rebounds for Christian, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, and 2 assists. Kevin Moore in 36 minutes had 9 points, 10 points for Elijah Farrington, 13 for Chance Kasenheiser, 11 off the bench tonight for Jamar Talbert Jr., and Dante Collier tonight, 16 minutes of work. He had 8 points to go with a turnover and a steal. That all adds up to 72. Final score, John Carroll 77 and Mount Union 72. Purple Raiders dropped to 13-7, 10-3 in the OAC. John Carroll 14-5 now on the year, and they are 10-3 in the OAC. So the teams are dead even. But because John Carroll has one more win, if things would go as far as we think they might in the OAC tournament, now John Carroll would end up hosting that championship game if it would end up John Carroll and Mount Union. But we'll worry about that later because there's still plenty of basketball to be played here in the regular season. So tough one for the Raiders to swallow tonight. They'll have to get it out of their system and get ready to go Saturday back here at 3 o'clock. Otterbein comes to town. We'll have it on 1310 WDPN, streaming live at Q92radiosports.com. That'll wrap it up here from the Mack Center on this OAC Wednesday night. Thanks to Rhino Rainsburg back at the studios tonight at 1310 and Q92. Most of all, thanks to folks at Mount Union for their hospitality tonight, and thank you, Raider Nation, for tuning in. Sam Berkman saying so long and good night from the Carnation City. Your final score, John Carroll 77, Mount Union 72. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you Saturday here on 1310 WDPN. So long.